that's everything for me.
Thank you. I have to ask, there's a lot. First, when I saw the first slide, one game that came to my mind was Fez. So I just want to ask you, what was the inspiration for this game?
Many of people tell us that if, for example, Monument was our inspiration, and it was not actually. We were just like creating ideas, and at first we were thinking of some big box inside which would be like blocks sliding on the ground. From then we got to the point of stairs, and yes, so that was like inspiration, I should say.
So this game definitely needs some clever level design. So how did you approach the level design in this game?
Yeah, that was part of Honza's work. Honza is not here today, unfortunately. But we were creating with the level that we have. We were able to create like levels. I would say quite fast, or at least some sort of fast. And that allowed us to play test levels and to see what was good, what was not good.
Great. Do you have any questions, or are you battling the OBS in the stream?
I'm battling the stream issues.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just go and play your game, and as I go, I might have some questions. Okay. There we go. All right. Again, we're sorry that we don't have sound for this. I'm pretty sure the sound design in all the games is amazing. So, arrow keys. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see some tips from the first level, or what you should do and what you can do actually.
Yeah, that's very trippy.
Yeah.
Okay. It definitely has a Fez vibes.
Honestly, to me, it feels more like Belly vibes.
Yeah.
I have the Fez vibes. Whatever you say.
That's okay. Fezzies are cool. Am I right?
Fezzies are cool.
Seems like no too fancy here.
I should go like.
I'm trying. Give me a second. I'm figuring out the controls. Okay, I think I got it now. There we go.
Yeah, now you can see that you change the gravity and the gray block move. Yeah.
So find a way to the elevator. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Next level.
Each elevator takes you like to the next level.
Okay, that's cool. Very cool. So, I had a question in my head, but I just started focusing on this, and Oh, this is very true. Oh, gotcha. This is very trippy.
It's puzzle game, you know.
Yeah, I know. I got this. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my gosh, my head hurts.
Yeah, it's Friday evening.
Oh, I see. No, I don't. Maybe I do.
And now what actually happened, you managed to move the elevator out of your reach, basically. Now you are not really able to solve the level anymore.
What?
Yeah.
What do I do then? Okay.
Now you can only restart the level and try it again.
Okay, there we go. Let's try one more time.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about those stairs.
About the stairs. Okay. So I assume that the trigger, there's some trigger on the stairs that moves the elevator. Gotcha. Oh. I got this. Maybe.
You have to be careful. You have to think about it, you know. Is that the only option you have now? You have to go from the other end.
I see. This is so trippy. This is harder than it looks, okay? I did it! Hey, okay. Thank you guys so much for showing us this game.
Yeah, thank you.
And making me look stupid again. Thank you guys. This was amazing game, and we're gonna move to another team called Mariner. It's our stream up again.
Yeah, it seems our stream again.
We're once again sorry for all the issues, but it seems like it's running nice and smooth now, so we hope no issues from now on. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I gotta say, all these games so far we have seen look really amazing, so I'm excited for yet another that the presentation itself is catching the eye with a nice graphic. So, since we have a lot of art here,
Yeah.
and the team is settling down, so I guess guys, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hello, we are Enter the Monkey, and we worked on the game The Mariner. I will first introduce our team. So first is me. I worked as a game designer. I did all the levels. Well, the presentation says I worked on the audio, but we did help with Sony there. And I made a narrative design, so text and dialogues. Then there is Sonny. He's our MVP. He was a programmer who was always at hand, and he basically made the game work. He worked on the animations and UI. Now the UI, I also did the part of the UI, so it was like split to split. Then we have another MVP of our team, which was Dominic. He worked on the characters in our game, and he made sure that it can be finished when you enter the ending scene after the third level. And yeah, that's it. But it was really difficult. And then we have the last MVP, which is our artist Lukáš, and he was also always at hand. And basically, I told him I need some piece of UI, and he just like set it in like half an hour. So he was really prepared to work. Yeah. And he also did the 3D graphics for the game, or entire graphics, and I think it was his first time doing 3D graphics. Yeah, so kudos to you, good job. I think it turned out really good. And also thanks to Tomáš Reichman, who sits in the left corner. He was our mentor, and he literally made sure we were able to sail smoothly through our development. Yeah, so to our game, it was supposed to be exploratory 3D roguelike from an isometric perspective with a touch of satire. So you were supposed to grab the helm of a boat and prove to Columbus that he is a liar because the Earth is not round, but is actually flat. Yeah, you hear that right. As a player, you are devoted flat earther, and you really believe that the Earth is flat. So I'm sorry if I offend anyone. It's nothing personal. It's just the premise of our game. Yeah, so it's turn-based, and it basically immerses player in an adventure on the sea. It was inspired by the book The Old Man and the Sea, and the story begins when the player meets Christopher Columbus in an inn, and they have a quarrel over the drink, and the Columbus says that the Earth is round, and yeah, the player character doesn't like it that much, so he challenges him on this voyage to prove him that he's wrong. Yeah, it's from isometric perspective, which I maybe said already, and the playing area, which is the sea, is divided into different tiles, in which each tile has a different characteristic. So it's fast-paced puzzle game, I would say, where a player has to navigate through these tiles, and he can't left the boundary because his crew wouldn't like it, and they would left him somewhere on an abandoned island without a ship to die because they need different captain, which is another player or maybe new level. And there's an obstacle during the trip, during the voyage, and that is that the ship has a certain amount of food from the beginning, and each turn makes the player consume a little bit of that food, and he has to, while he is navigating the sea, he basically has to go from barrel to barrel so that he doesn't run out of food, and again, his crew wouldn't like it. Yeah, this is the main menu of our game, but we don't have video because I really liked because Sony did great animations and the menu is moving like waves, so it looks really nice. But you will be able to see it in the gameplay. Yeah, so that's basically it. You can see the brown tile map, and that's the obstacle. Like if a player doesn't navigate the tiles correctly, he will get out of bounds, which means game over. This is the dialogue screen where the player has a quarrel with the Christopher Columbus, which is the character on the left, and this is basically how the different levels look like. Yeah. So to the tiles. This is the barrel, and yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't the one to prepare the presentation, but I volunteered.
You're good. You're doing well.
Yeah, thank you. So I will just
Keep it coming.
skip it a little bit, if that's okay. Yeah, and these are the characters. I will move about the development after.
Yeah, just a quick observation that that this is the skull and bones that people want.
Sorry.
This is the skull and bones that people want. You know, this Ubisoft a way to get that will probably never come out. Basically just Assassin's Creed Black Flag just with the ships.
Yeah, I know.
And we also see a little bit of resemblance to Into the Breach. So
Oh yeah, actually I just was inspired by
perfect. Yeah, it shows. So that's gonna be a great game.
I hope so. Yeah, these are the characters. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact name of the characters. The only one I remember is Makio-san, which is the second from the left. And basically there are these tiles, shipwrecks, and you can collect one throughout each level, and you can pick one character. It's like a special mechanic of our game, which isn't too constant because you can finish the game even without picking up the character, but it makes the game that more interesting, I think, because you can really avoid some troubles while navigating the sea. And yeah.
So will the characters give you some kind of a buff or
Oh yeah.
some advantage?
There are like two types of characters. Each type, two types for each level. One has passive abilities and one has active abilities. So for the first level, I think for second level. Sorry, first level is the tutorial, and second level you can pick either chef. Yeah, that's the guy who shows you how much barrel contains food. So you can like navigate more efficiently. And the second one was Makio-san, yeah, who allows you to traverse through currents, which are tiles that will push your ship in a certain direction. It's signalized by a dot. Yeah. And the second level, it's a diplomat and whisperer. Diplomat allows you to go to tiles, which are lands, tiles that you aren't allowed to go to, but it costs you a few turns. And the Whisperer allows you to return to game because he whispers to the crew that you are not such a bad captain and you can actually make it to the end. And
Again, watch me.
Yeah. I'm pretty interested how will you cope with this game because I heard it's really difficult. But when we had consultations with our lecturers on this course, they told us that it's not too difficult and we should make it more difficult, and we didn't have that much time to play test. And while doing level design, I maybe overdid it a little bit, but it is some people were able to finish it. Yeah, and
That gives me so much hope.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, and as for the team, I think we were like really lucky to form our team like this because we didn't have any quarrels and development went actually pretty smoothly. We just got some feedback from our lecturers, thought about it, and then made some adjustments. But basically, we just did what we were supposed to do, except for one thing, and that is about the one-liner. I said that it's a roguelike, which means that it has procedural levels, but unfortunately, we weren't able to make it work. We had some script from Sony that generated random order of tiles on levels, but with the rules we made for this game, it didn't work out. But maybe in the future, I think it could. Yeah. So the levels are handcrafted, and that's basically it to the presentation, I think. And
Okay, yeah, I'm excited to play this. It's going to be very, very interesting.
And
if
if it's hard, then even more interesting.
yeah, well, I will finish the first levels.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll cut to the screen with the game. And with the difficulty, I mean, like, it's important that you have fun. The game does not need to be that hard. Not all of us are seasoned Dark Souls players, right?
Yeah, well, it's quite short, and we from the get-go we really planned to make it kind of difficult player. And it was even difficult for me to make it difficult because it's like different tiles. How can you like make? Okay. I think you did that on purpose.
I did it. I swear I did it. Okay.
Okay.
See, I would say the difficulty is alright.
That was a misclick. I misclicked for crying out loud. Okay. There we go. This. I got this.
Yeah, so basically, each tile has there is a way. You just have to find it.
Okay, mine is current. Okay.
Yeah, this is where player character tells you that you have to be smart about it.
Okay, I'll try to be smart about it. Let's see how smart I will be.
Wait, in the meantime, we have in the chat for the stream people rooting for Dominic, so I guess go Dominic.
This is art.
I can navigate to
Thank you for the confidence you guys have in me. I really appreciate it. Okay. I know what to do now, somewhat.
Yeah, so now you know that there are subcurrents. One makes you up, one makes you down.
Okay.
Now you know to be smart.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
You got this, you got this.
But you can still move down.
Oh, right, yeah. But do I want to? Okay. This way.
Yeah, because the tiles they combine or they complement each other. So even if you click on this tile, which will make you down, there's no.
I screwed up already. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's yellow water.
Oh,
What was that land?
it! I think that deserves a round of applause.
It's so simple, but still difficult to play.
Earth is round. Okay. This is Christopher Columbus, or
I actually Tomáš, our mentor, he told us to like make sure that the dialogue is, or the way the characters talk is distinct. So I plan to make this the player character, which is basically to make it talk more like a pirate, so something like hey mates and stuff like that. But it was kind of annoying in my opinion, so I just let it be just like it is. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm skipping the dialogue. I'm already in my gaming session, and I need to go to the gameplay. So do you actually have voice acting, or is it just?
The voice acting thing is funny because I made the sound and open the because you will be
Okay.
I made the sound for this game and I can do something, but I'm not such a good sound designer, so I did like the best. And the way I made dialogues was I just the microphone was doing some random sounds like blah 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 blah, and then I placed it to the city and just raised the page, put it there, and then placed it in the game. So each time the character was like.
Way to do creative sound design. I love it. By the way, with how Michal complained about the dialogues being
I'm
long,
so down.
it kind of reminds me of basically every Nintendo game ever that has like unskippable dialogues, so like you've learned from the best. I love that.
So sorry,
I mean, like a lot of dialogues and stuff, just like here, like it's like Nintendo, but you have it much more faster to go through. So nice.
No. Okay, where do I go? The left? It will take me like right here, and then it's okay. I trust you guys. This is screw me over.
There is not a single way. There's many ways you can approach this. And don't forget like the beauty or the do one third down. So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I am bad. I know that.
Actually, our mentor finished it. He was able to do this game. So.
And I'm doing something. I'm so bad. I do worry.
To Michal's defense, it's something different playing when people are watching you on the stream.
It's not that different. I do stream. So. Okay. I don't want to let you guys suffering for me being in this game. So thank you so much, guys. This was very interesting. All right. Thank you so much. And we're gonna move to another team. And that's I'm actually very interested to play this one because it's called Welcome to Hell. So please, the team who developed Welcome to Hell, to come to us. Oh, there you are. Hello. Okay. Yeah, sit down right here. Hi.
Can we use this?
Yes. Jo, posuňte se trošku k nám.
Jo. Musím trošku na to.
Ještě kousíček. There you go. All right. It is yours.
Right. Welcome to hell, everyone. Thank you. So first of all, I'd like to introduce our team. My name is Jiří Šešek. This is Bára Holzknechtova, Filip Hruška, and Filip Barva. In the beginning of our development, we had 2 more members, but they left for various reasons. And Filip Hruška joined the team later. Our game is a point-click adventure game, 2D game, based heavily on graphics and sound design. And it's not really a difficult game. The point is to have fun while exploring the environment, trying different things, combining items together, searching for items and playing mini games. The game is situated in an apartment complex called Shrieking's Heaven. And the plot is that at the beginning For some reason, the Lucifer, which is the ruler of the complex, disappears, and nobody knows where he went. And you, as a character Bob, get a letter from Lucifer stating that you should go to his apartment at the top level of the house. You don't know why, but you gotta go. In the game, we made everything. We made all the assets, all the sound design, all the scripts, and so on, from the scratch. We have a lot of dialogues, so you can talk to characters and explore their behavior, because the dialogues are branched, so you can make decisions, and these decisions will affect the dialogue. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can interact with objects. You can pick up items and combine these items and use those items on different things. You can meet those characters on the screen. You play as Bob. His original name is Limbo. Then you meet Mr. Lazy and Mrs. Lust. These are the 3 rooms in our game. First, you get to the hallway at the bottom left corner. This is not the entire room. You can also go to the left side, where you will meet Lazy. I will not tell you right now the gameplay, because you will soon see it live. But in the next stages, you will get to 2 other rooms where you will explore and play mini games. Yeah, we wanted to play you our music and sounds, but sadly it doesn't work, right, guys?
Sorry.
It doesn't work, yeah. So we'll skip this part. Sorry. Yeah, I made all the sound design, so I'm pretty sad that you cannot hear me.
No, we are really sorry for this, because
That's fine.
we were excited for the sound design, because these games usually focus heavily on sound design and music, so really sad to not be able to show it to you guys.
Sorry, but you guys can play it later. You can download the game and try it yourself, so you will hear it. Bara made all the graphics. As I said at the beginning, we had 2 more members, and they were supposed to do graphics too. So when we created the idea for the game, it was really heavily based on the graphics. And after they left, all the work had to be done by Bara, but I think that she managed it pretty well. Philip Barba made all the programming, and he was also the team leader. He spent a lot of time just managing our team and doing important decisions. And Filip Hruška made the dialogues and the narrative design of dialogues and the story behind the game. These are a few fun numbers for you to see what we made. There are 50 different sound effects, 3 songs, 126 graphic assets, 91 monologues, 18 different branches of these monologues, and 101 scripts. Thank you for your attention, and now we can try the game.
Yeah, we can set it up. Before I set it up, I have one question for you, Philip. So I don't want to put you on the spot, but this question actually interests me, because Philip is my colleague in Group Studio, and I would love to know what is the difference between working on working on a big game we work together on, and working on such a game like this. What was your approach to? What do you see the difference in?
I think the main difference is in constraints, because when you're working on a small project like this, then there is a lot of room for creativity and imagination. None of your ideas will basically be every single idea you have will be made to. And it's always the positive side of these small projects, that you can just go wild with ideas and just get to it, while bigger projects, that's much more difficult, because you have to deal with much more people, much more teams, and just every single new feature idea has to go through a lot of decisions and processes and ethics. So there's much less risk, I would say, involved, which is a shame, but understandable at the same time. So yeah, I think those are the main differences.
Okay, I also have one question, and that's for the sound designer. It's there that there are 3 songs, so are they instrumental songs?
2 of them, yes. One is like jazzy kind of songs that plays during the gameplay.
So you recorded all the instruments and stuff?
Yes. I recorded bass and guitar and also the piano. Well, the piano was on the minutes, so it was kind of not live really.
Yeah, kudos to you, that is really hard. But I have one question, and it's a tricky one. Which is the best of these instruments that you named?
Guitar, of course.
I'll take that, but it's not the most correct answer. It's bass. But I guess we can go to the gameplay now.
So, I think I missed it. How much dialogue is in this game?
But of course, you can skip it.
Yeah, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna have more fun with it later. But okay, he doesn't mind. That's good. Bob hates Lucifer. That's great. We were just talking about we actually we're part of a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and we actually have these. We have to fight these. Not Bob, but we have to fight demons like lazy, envy, and stuff like that. So it's kind of unsettling to see it in the game now.
Yeah, it gives us some flashbacks and vibes.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, I already picked up a doormat. That's great. Packages.
Yeah, so if you press tab, you will open your inventory, and you can use you can try to combine
free
things.
oil.
You can try to use them on the environment.
Okay. Out of service. Lust store. Do I want to go there?
Yeah, so if you read the first text,
What?
your goal is go upstairs basically.
Oh, gotcha.
I have a question. What way did you draw all the beautiful art and stuff? Did you draw on paper or use some digital ways to do it?
I made it in Procreate.
Okay. Digital.
Digital, yeah.
Awesome. Looks great.
So what was your guys' main inspiration for this game?
Somebody want to answer? I think the main inspiration was a game called Machinarium. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly.
Machinarium? That's cool. That's a great
Love the
game.
game.
Yeah. It's game by Amortiz. Oh, there's dialogue choices. Okay. I wasn't reading the dialogue, so I don't know. Is anyone reading it? Okay.
You took everything from
I'm
me.
just
I
meeting.
don't even know who you are situation, right?
Yeah, exactly. Secrets in Hell, of course not. I'm sorry. I'm just for the sake of time.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So in short, he tells you that. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah. Right now it's like fell down. And he tells you that he can't move, and you need to find him another leg.
Oh, I see. I thought he's just sitting on the couch, but he is the couch. That's cool. I'm so observant, guys.
So he tells you that another leg
That's a lot
is
of
in his room, but it's locked, and you need to go to the other room, get a key.
Okay.
From Mrs. Last. Yeah.
I have a mop. Can I mop it? Sort of. Okay, I'll go. Can I go knock. Oh gosh.
I have another question. Is the out-of-service elevator inspired by a certain CBS famous TV show?
Like the first.
Just for a second.
Yes.
Okay, I need to. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that dialogue is amazing, but for the sake of time, we don't just want to keep you here standing. I know you all want to play these games, so.
Yeah, we are also looking forward to playing these in a calm environment of our home with infinite time. No one watching.
All right, thank you guys so much for your presentation. Okay, gentlemen, that was all the games. So you can go. And now, Vito, take the word.
All right. Am I heard? Is it off? All right. All right, so that was really awesome. So thank you everybody for sharing these amazing games. So please one more round of applause for all the creations we saw today. All right. So I'm here to really talk about you what's next and what's next for the games, for the students that created them, and what's next for you. Right. So first of all, what's gonna do right now? So we need to do one important thing today, and that is to announce what was the best game. Right. And we decided to move this announcement to 10 p.m. And until then, you all will have the time to play the games because like the authors of the games and also ourselves, we will set up workstations where you'll be able to test the games, also get some refreshments, relax, chat, discuss, and talk about everything. Right? Meanwhile, we as the assessors, as the judges, so mainly myself, Lukáš Kolek, Martin Klima, and Otakar Meter, we will meet just after I finish speaking. We will meet over there and maybe move somewhere quietly to discuss what the best game is. I would also like to invite to this talk Andrej Sikora from Hamu, so because he is not partial to any of the teams or any of the institutions here, and also actually Abi Duda because the same applies to him. So you guys can really say which games appeal to you based on the presentation solely. Right. One more thing, just if I can still have your attention for a little while, especially for the teams. We will be because these were the presentations of Game Development 1 that is happening in joint universities of Matris, FAMU, and several others. And this winter semester, so starting from the fall, we are starting a new course called Game Development 2, which you can apply to. Let us know that you would like to continue on your projects, and we will be trying to guide you towards releasing them on Steam itch.io or any other commercial feasible setting. Right? So if you think your game is really good, you like it, and you would like to work on it more, please let us know. You all have a way to reach us. Right? We will be continuing streaming, so we'll probably have like a station here to play the games also. So no worries about that. And yeah, that's everything. We will announce the best game in like a little bit less than an hour from now. Thank you.
One organizational note, the beer is running out, I mean the prepaid beer, but there is still available beer for anyone who would like to experiment with cryptocurrencies. So refreshment is still there, feel free to try it. And if you struggle with payments, let us know, we will help you.
All right, so Michael, what did you think about all these awesome games?
Yeah, all the games were amazing. I would say that all the teams made a freaking awesome job. You know, to make a game in a freaking one semester is not an easy job. We both work in the industry, so we both know that it is not easy to make a game. So to see such an amazing stuff to come out in one semester, absolutely awesome.
I totally agree. They all, I gotta say, they all look really amazing. They all have some qualities to it. Some of them were really ambitious, and you can see all the stuff and all the potential. In some of them, you can see the beautiful art. Or some seem to have been more minimalistic, so they managed to do more in terms of what's in the actual game, but not so many twists and turns. I think it's a really great learning experience, and all the games, man, all the games look really amazing.
Yeah, I'm amazed. Like it's also great to see like multiple genres and so many art styles.
Yeah.
Like so many different approaches to game development.
Yeah, and creative art design in terms of like the visual art design.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love to see all the gameplay concepts and taking the like famous genre or like popular genre and making something new with it. That's really awesome. I think I'm going to be playing some of the games when I get home.
Yeah,
They got me hooked. Like,
those were. I really want to finish the point and click game.
so why don't you go into it?
Yeah,
I mean, we have it on the
we have it on the screen right
now.
here. So I'm gonna play the game.
So I'm gonna switch to that.
Yeah. So let's continue. Like.
Yeah, let's see what you can
Okay.
do.
Okay.
That's kind of shame. Maybe I'm thinking, would you like to restart it so that we some of the dialogue?
So like restart the game.
Oh yeah, restart the game. What do you think about that?
Okay. Oh no, I accidentally. Okay.
Oh,
let's start again.
just hide it. Okay, it's
Alright.
hidden now.
Yeah. It's.
I will
Welcome to
enlarge it a little so that you can see both us and the game.
Yeah. Why don't we start from the beginning again and maybe talk more about. So we're gonna start from the Echo Maze, and or maybe.
Maybe we should focus on what we have in front of ourselves.
Okay, so
a little bit.
let's start again.
But yeah, like all. I mean, it depends. Do you want to go one after another?
I mean, we
Play
can
later?
go from
Okay, so let's just hide the.
No, we can go from here up. Like
Oh right, okay.
as we
that sounds like
represented.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
We apologize for all the stream issues. We had terrible. The internet is absolutely terrible here.
Yeah, and the sound issues. We really had a lot of challenges when we are preparing today's stream. Which we try to encounter for as much as possible, but you know how some of these things goes. Anything can break, and
Sure.
we're glad that we're live and that it seems to be working now.
Yeah.
I guess I can take the chat. What we have here.
Yeah.
So far
For
nothing,
instance, you
but-
people who are watching, let us know maybe what are you predicting that the game of which game will win. Let's take some predictions. Do you have any favorite one?
Oh yeah. Chat, let us know which game do you think will win the best game here.
And what do you have any favorites so far?
Well, it's really hard because I gotta say I like all of them. All of them have. Some of them have like beautiful hand-drawn styles. Some of them are bigger. Some of them are smaller. Some have like very interesting concept, like the Echo Maze. Like that's really cool concept that you don't see that much, and it can make a really interesting game.
Okay.
We had some of the. I really can't wait to listen to all the sound design, like the blah 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 and stuff. That sounded really cool. So I hope I will be able to try it, or like hear it on my own ears, not just like hear what it's about. The flower growing, like. It was a bit stressful for you, and since
It
like
was actually really good. No, it was actually a beautiful game.
for me it would be hard too, but yeah, it looked really amazing, and I think it's really hard to be for pick one. So I guess I will try to recall what games we had here, and try to figure out which one would have my vote. Do you already have some favorite game?
It's hard to decide. All of them are pretty great already. All of them are freaking amazing.
You've played them, so you have maybe a little bit more insights.
Yeah. I like I have two favorites actually. I really like the just watched
Oh, you're lifting the cup. That was the game I maybe also give my votes to.
Yeah, just watch this plan and chill out. That was a really interesting concept, and I feel like it's a really good example. Yeah. So that was really great example of a good game. And this one, Welcome to Hell, it's freaking.
Okay. I thought you would say the same because you lifted what was hiding the note on the table. I guess my vote would go to Of Mice and Mice because I'm a huge fan of Portal. You might know that, guys, but I like how they kind of had like the sterile lab style of the visuals and of the art style. I really like puzzlers too, so that's also a plus. And I gotta say, I was kind of impressed of how many levels were there that all had some different twist. I already played some, kind of reminded me of the indie game that I played back on the PS3. I think it was Swepper. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It worked slightly differently, but had some similar concept. Like you were cloning yourself, but in the Swepper, you were controlling all your clones at the same time, and you could switch to another clone to like teleport and stuff.
Yeah.
But in this game, like it's time shifted.
Yeah.
Time shifted single player. Maybe is that the right description?
The
in the
Mariner.
chat. What do you think, guys?
The Mariner. Yeah, that was that was a difficult game.
That one. It also reminded me a little bit of like I had when I was a kid, not on the computer. That game, I think it was called Rush Hour, where you had like the cars on the, on the crossroads, and you would have to move them to figure out how to get the special red car out. And it seems like it has some similarities to the game.
Yeah.
But like this is different twists on it.
I'm trying to focus on the game. That's why I'm not talking as much.
Yeah, sure do. That's totally
Yeah.
fine. So yeah, the Mariner, that one was really interesting. I gotta say, I like how they did with the characters and stuff. So I can't wait to explore the pieces of the story that are there and the characters. As they said in the game, with the 7 is more than 1.
Yeah.
Which one was it? The
Pleiades, yeah.
Pleiades.
That was the one.
Yeah. So they had a concept like more is more than one, and I think it is also like we've played. If you've played some video game, you would know that having friends in the game is always useful. It's always nice.
Yeah.
It's something that you want.
Yeah.
Who of us, like, especially if you played games like Mass Effect, it's all about getting friends, getting allies, and depending on how good friends you get, then that can have an effect in the game. And who you help and who becomes your friend in the first game can later help you in the third one. And, I like they use this.
I also like I like all of them, but like the of mice and mice, interesting concept where you had to basically sacrifice your mice to focus on what you're doing, and you have to be crafty and I like the concept of not killing as many. You do not sacrifice as many mice. Yeah, as many mice as you should.
Kind of reminds me though about the runs in Portal when you have the least portals. So this seems like that. Like you have this awesome mechanic that is fun and can help you get through. But the challenge is actually like try to get it with at least uses of that as possible. And for that, I think you really need to understand the concepts of this mechanic. How to use it to really make the most out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Funky George, I don't know what that means, but hello everyone in chat too, obviously. You can share your opinion on what games you see, what do you like, and Welcome to Hell, yeah, we're playing it right now, checking out...
and if you're not subscribed, you're just passing by, now is a great time to do so, because we have a great episode about open world games in the kitchen. We're working on the audio and the video edit, so stay tuned because I think we had fun exploring the topic of the open world games.
Yeah, well, we're actually excited about it.
So we hope you will like it. It should be up somewhere next week, I assume, depending on how fast we are in the edit. We are really sorry it's also delayed because we have had issues not just here with the stream disconnecting due to connection issues, but also with our recordings. So yeah, anything can break. Am I right or am I right?
You're definitely right. I'm sorry, I'm focusing on the game. Should we maybe invite maybe some of the mentors to maybe talk about the process, how they're mentoring?
Maybe we can try. So I guess I will let you play. I will switch to the full screen for the game, and we will try to get someone to talk with us about the process.
Kde je Jirka, to nevím. I have no idea where's Jirka. If you're looking for someone, I'm sure he's here, but I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. But I'm playing Welcome to Hell. Okay, planned. Okay, I'll ultimately, I don't know what to do. Doormat, should I do this? We'll see. Come to Hell is my favorite. Yeah, that's great. A few Lost Fantasies. Okay. We can try. No. It is definitely an interesting game. I like the art style. I like the point and click. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Yeah, literally in hell.
How's it going? It seems like they will send someone to talk with us soon.
That's great. That's great. We're gonna have someone to talk to, and we're gonna talk to them about how the mentoring went, like what was maybe ask some questions about game development itself.
Yeah, but in the meantime we wait. So I guess you can continue playing.
Yeah. So far, it's very. Okay. Let's get the doormat out. Boom. Yeah, I'm amazing. Can I pat you on the head? The case would be just fine. She wants to pet me. Yeah, welcome to Help. Thank you guys so much for watching. We absolutely appreciate you guys being here. We are so sorry for the issues. The internet here was not the best, and sadly the sound is not the best, but we're trying the best we can. So, yeah.
Seems like the mentor is coming.
Yeah, perfect. Okay,
so give us a second.
Closer.
We will turn your microphone.
Grab the mic. Grab the mic. Yeah, just grab it.
Alright, this one?
Yes, this is it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I will turn the levels down a little, and I think we're good. So, can you please introduce yourself? I will switch the game to you.
Sure. I'm Jack. I'm the mentor on the mice game itself.
Mice and Mice.
The Mice and Mice, yeah.
Let's put it on.
I work at Beat Saber. I beat games on Beat Saber. I'm a technical lead there. And yeah, it's a fun game. It was a fun process. And they're just like good people, so it was fun to work with them. It was mainly me just getting beers and ranting at them. The more beers I would have, the more ranting I would do. And yeah, it turned out okay, I think.
Yeah, no, it turned out really good.
So, were you somewhat involved in the process of like testing the game in the meantime, or did you mostly see it from like I don't know, Google Meet meetings or something?
Oh no, so literally every week or every 2 weeks we'd meet up, and I would play the builds on their computers at the bar. So we'd have beers and we'd play the game, and I'd pretty much critique everything or give them like pointers.
Get into game.
And yeah, for example, I would just ask them random questions that they might not have really thought about, like why the fuck did you call your name of Mice and Mice? And they were just like, oh, we thought it was a funny name. And And I'm like, yeah, okay, but if you release your game, you're going to get that question asked millions of times, and maybe it'd be good to have a better answer. Maybe not. But just think about it basically, and yeah.
So what do you do in Beat Saber? What is your position in Beat Saber?
I'm a technical lead, so I'm in charge of a technical team, programmers, basically, and I program most of my day.
That's great. How does that help you in the mentoring of the team?
Well, I think the leading part kind of helps. I'm used to having teams with me, and I could tell what was going to be really hard for them to do. They wanted to do some like procedural animation, and I thought that was really cool because I've done some of that. But in my experience, it takes a while, and they had 3 months, and so it was just about getting them to kind of think realistically, like if they were a production team, kind of think like, okay, it's like making movies, it's like making music. There's so many people trying to make these things, and it's so hard. But it's actually not that hard to make the thing, as in like making a game takes you years, but it's enjoyable, so in that way it's not super hard. What's super hard is like completing it, making it really polished, making it seen by people. And what I mean by hustle is, I mean, put in the hours, keep on working on it, keep on showing it to people, and yeah, don't think you're above getting a job at a game company, like it's cool making indie games, I fucking love it, that's what I do all the time, but also you gotta pay the bills, so it's probably a good idea to get an actual job in the same industry if you can.
And work on it in the meantime.
Sorry?
Work in your free time, you mean?
Yeah. Like you can work in your free time. That's what I do. I work a lot in my free time on my own games, and I think that's what a lot of game devs do. Like you've got your day job, and then you've got your passion projects.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That is really
So,
true.
since you started on it, that you're making your own game, is there anywhere for our watchers where they can follow you?
Shit,
so
I
that-
probably should have. Yeah.
I mean, like it's up to you. Like it's a free promo for you here. So
It's very nice of
use
you.
it if you want.
No, I'd just be like my Reddit account basically. If you want, I can link that or something. But no, I don't have a Steam page yet up or anything. I'm not following my own advice of showing this to people. But yeah.
So, we, us as a creators and also working in the gaming industry and otherwise being creative, my wife is the biggest critique of my work. Do you have someone like that who is your, like, let's say mentor, like you were to these students? Do you have anyone who's like a mentor to you?
Yeah. I think in tech we're pretty well versed in the mentor kind of mantra, like of finding mentors and getting mentors. I've had a few of them, and I've always leaned on people. I'm not a very proud person in general. I'll ask for help anytime, I don't care. If I don't know something, I'll say it. So I've had loads. I think similarly to you, my partner is also very critiquing. Like if I make a game, I'm working on it for hours, and then she'll be like, can I pet the cat? No, it's shit.
I mean, it's
a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. She's right.
The dog and the cat in the game.
She's right.
So, any big game that you are currently playing or you're really excited about to come out?
I've been playing a lot of Stone Shard recently. Really fucking loving that game, but it's still in like beta kind of or alpha. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it in a full release.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
And is there anything you're playing right now that you're really hooked on for that stops you from doing your passion project at times?
Kenshi probably.
Sorry?
This game called Kenshi.
Kenshi.
I think I haven't
Some
played
indie RPG kind of thing.
okay.
Indie. It worked out pretty well, but yeah.
Yeah, indie games are awesome.
Yeah, it's usually my jam. It's usually smaller games with crazy ideas that somehow work out well.
Yeah. So I see this trend of devs, like especially devs, loving these indie games. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's like, if you ask a chef what their favorite food is, they'll rarely say pasta bolognese. They'll say something a bit edgy. If you say, what music do you like to some big artist, they'll say the most grungy stuff, like, that you have no idea about and sounds really horrible to you because you just become accustomed to seeing so many games, become accustomed to making them, and you start having a bit more edgy taste, and you start looking for the thing that's a bit different. And also, you're less impressed by the level of polish of a game, or the wow factor of a game. You're more impressed by the little things you didn't expect, right? Stupid shit. For example, in this game that they made at the very start of the game, when you very much start, if you go backwards, you get a little cave, and it's kind of emblematic of where the mouse would have lived, right? And tiny detail. But when I was playing it, I was like, this is nice that they thought of, where does this mouse come from? Okay, cool. It has a little house.
Oh, that's
right?
dope.
And that is dope. And I was more excited about this than whatever tech they created.
I mean that's it was quite big answer, but I gotta say it was really good answer. Yeah. Thank you. That's really nice way to describe the tastes. Yeah, the comparison with the chef. That's really cool.
Yeah, sorry if I ramble.
No, you're fine. Great answer.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you very much for showing. Thank you so much for your input, and I hope you can enjoy the rest of the event. Give a like and subscribe to After Gamers. Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so I guess I will cut right back to us.
Yeah, amazing. Maybe we could get another guy who could, or maybe we could get one of the devs if they would like to come and talk more about the game.
Yeah, we can try to snatch someone else.
Okay. I might get my colleague.
Maybe if you would like to go now shipping,
Yeah,
I will
sure.
try to play the game.
Yeah.
So I will cut
my mic
to
is over boosted, so I'll just turn it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that should be better.
We'll see. As
that's
you can
so
see,
much
the
better.
acoustics
Yeah,
here
yeah.
change quite a lot. Okay, so I'll play for a bit. Is there anything for the controls that I should know?
You can start over, I guess.
Oh,
you're in the tutorial actually.
Okay, so I'll restart. Okay, thank you. So I'll move myself to the screen. All right, guys, I am now in control. I guess I will go to the main menu and start a new game. I hope you can see and hear the game with the sounds. I will actually check the levels. Oh, it seems like something is coming out, so hopefully it's all right. So what it was saying here? Oh yeah. All right, WASD. So let's go. Space to jump, awesome, and control. Hold to jump higher. Oh yes, that's such a common mechanic from a lot of platformers. Like any Mario fans here in the chat? Oh no. I think I'm strong. Oh, that's it. Okay. It does not have all the things to help you on the platforming like which the games like Dead Cells have. That would be really nice to have here sometimes. E to interact. All right, let's eat the cheese and move on. Gotta say it has. I have been caught. Oh right, that's the introduction to the story. I missed that the last time. That's awesome. Oh, there's nowhere to go, I assume, right? Yeah. This is it. Oh, it's skip tutorial. No, I don't want to. Shift to start recording. Okay. Run over here. Stop recording. Okay. Shift is the button. Oh. Only one can make it further right. Shift and leave. Oh, double press shift. Oh, I did it wrong. Right. That makes more sense. Yeah, the mice counts. The less mice sacrifice, the better. We talked about it. It's really nice concept to remove previous. Oh, that is cool. That is cool. See, this is really much nicer when you can Oh, this is a checkpoint, right. It's really nice when you can actually play the games, not just see it, because that gives you something more, some more appreciation for the games. Because, like, when you see a game, you don't get the full experience. Yeah, escape or P to check if you handy hints. Sometimes, yes, end of tutorial. Go to the next level. How? Oh, I fall down. Oh, maybe I wasn't really good with the collisions. Restart. Okay, I gotta say I love this UI. It does with the falling of the mice, just like in the Crash Bandicoot game. Right, press this button, double shift, let's move. I see we have, what was it, R? Right. And I see we have guest incoming. So I guess I will move over for Michal to take place.
Okay.
Right, our next guest is coming here with us, and it's none other than Lukáš Mláček, my fellow colleague from BI Sim. Glad to have you here with us. Cut to you. So,
with students here on games studies, and I spent most of my career in Bohemia Interactive, either in studio and now in simulations. And personally, my gamer taste is simulations.
I see what you did there.
Flight simulation and other stuff. But yeah, I enjoy also other games, shooters, whatever. So this time it's fourth time that I mentor a team.
That's great. So can you tell us which games have you mentored?
So I was helping Mindflowers on the game that has a quite decent feeling. If you really play it and play it till the end, you will find that it has a strong story and emotions in it. And I was really happy with that team because it came from two different schools, different departments. They first time made a game together. They first time tried to develop something a bit complex, and they had a lot of ideas at the very beginning. And when we, with mentors, were looking at the game page, we said, okay, it will be really challenging because it's a 3D game. Obviously, 3D assets take a longer time, animations take a longer time. And in this particular project also, Jitka wanted to do motion capture animations.
Oh,
and
that's ambitious.
Some time ago, when I was working in a studio, it was a big hall full of very expensive hardware that you kind of cannot quickly get grasp of. But this time, she had the opportunity to use the motion capture and make the data, and actually try to use the workflow and get it into game. So I think it was great learning experience for all the students. As you see, there are some still prototype game mechanics. They are still 2D. The original idea was that it will be in 3D, that the girl will be moving with her hands, and that if she will be turning around and dancing, you will control it more in 3D. So there is still a lot of work to do. But the team cooperated quite well. Every 2 weeks we reviewed the progress. I tried to teach them a little bit about agile development.
That's what I wrote.
The procedures that I know from my job now. And obviously, when you are developing a game during the school, there are a lot of other things that you do. If we work in In BISIM, it's a full-time job and you can focus. These students have very limited time. Although it's just 3 months, it's also probably just a couple of weekends that they can afford to spend fully working on it. So I am very happy that they have this result. It's actually a game that you can play. It has a feeling. There are mechanics that challenge you. If you would have earphones, there is a decent sound that supports also the mood. So I'm happy with that.
I think the watchers on the stream can hear the sounds. We cannot in this place. So as we said, we will have to try this home. Yeah, I gotta say, you have a reason to be happy because it looks really good.
Yeah. So what was the biggest challenge in mentoring them, mentoring your team?
Well, it was not my first mentoring, so I did not feel it is that big a challenge. It's more challenge for them. I was just enjoying it.
Okay.
That's really nice. By the way, would you have any advice for a team that would take this course next week, or maybe even have you as a mentor? Would you have any advice for them on how to like?
Yeah. So. Be cautious if you want to go in 3D world, because it needs a lot of effort compared to 2D games. Another advice is iterate and do something every week and communicate a lot about that, because you're doing game. You're not doing just a code. You are not doing a work based on some pre-scripted design document. It's a living thing, and it's. I think the biggest benefit of this particular program and this study is that you can experience what it is to work with other people that have different way of thinking, and they have different skill sets. And you have to figure out how this will work together.
Each with a different idea in mind, with different direction in mind, right?
Yes.
So were you trying to correct their direction, or like try to help them figure out the direction somehow?
I was trying to think about consequences that I can foresee, but no. So did you consider this, and how long do you think it will take? And is it really the first step, or is there is something first that you have to do and validate that it really makes sense? So there were a lot of ideas, and once you start implementing it and playing, you will find out that this is not what you thought it will be.
That's really nice.
So when it comes to level design, I'm lost right now. So
the soldiers around were warning you beware of these trenches.
Okay.
So you have to avoid the dark, because you will lose all your imagination, and then it's really hard to navigate. So,
I see.
and when you play the minigame, or you take some of the flowers, the imagination is rising up. So you have to cheer yourself, and then use a little bit more cautious approach through the.
I see. Yeah. So that's one thing. When, for example, I'm a level designer, so when I'm making a level, the telegraphing is really important. So what do you think when it comes to level design? What would be your biggest critique on this game? As a mentor?
Yeah, as a mentor, I really had to remind the team at the beta stage that they really have to focus on the game flow and narrative. Because until beta, there was a lot of work to do on the assets and the small mini games and the basic get prototype of it, get all the data together, import the motion capture data, try all these approaches, and then during the beta phase I said, okay, it seems that we have already enough to make a game. So now let's just focus on making the game and do more playtesting and try the environment so it really feels as you like it. So stop developing more game code and start doing more games.
The design itself, not the code first. Right.
Yeah. Well, you have to start with something. You do some placeholders. Then you say, okay, in order to navigate through the terrain and have some fun there, I need some basic mechanics. So the idea was that there will be a little bit more mechanics, like also based on rhythm. You saw some of the parts that are more empty. So there were more ideas. But yeah, as I said, let's stop this now and make a game.
That's very nice. I have a question for you that I don't know if the team would share, but did you find that something that was originally not planned and came out as a bug or placeholder actually was great that they decided to keep it? I mean, that's something that, as far as I know, in the game-making world can certainly happen, like Kirby, famous character was original placeholder.
When they started to make game out of the limited mechanics that they had, they actually kept, for example, the jumping. We had the jumping there since the very beginning because the original placeholder character had those animations. And there was no idea that there will be motion capture for moving like that. But later, when we figure out, okay, there is this limited set of the mechanics that create the imagination. So that was one thing, and I think another thing with the imagination that came from playing the game was actually that the imagination will open some pathways for you after you reach certain level. So there were some iterations. For example, at the first stage, there was much less visibility, and the imagination was basically the area very close to you that transformed everything. So the idea came from that when we played, and we realized, hey, if there is an obstacle and imagination transforms that obstacle, it means that you can pass through. So yeah, that came from.
That is really nice, and I think it makes for a really nice mechanic.
Yeah, but all this shows what you just said. It's just how difficult it is to make a game, especially. But this was just a small team, so the communication was easier. They had you as their mentor, but when it comes to the big scope of the game, games like
Starfield,
or Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, whatever,
hundreds of people.
It just shows that games need the time they need. They need good communication. They need a good team to communicate. So, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the
great answers.
For the great answers in the interview, and we look forward for what next year we're gonna bring. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. That was great.
That was really great.
Yeah.
We learned so much nice information.
Yeah.
This was very interesting, and it was from a seasoned mentor who did it before. So
yeah. No, it's really good.
It's really nice to hear always from someone who has some experience, because the more you learn. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's true. We actually managed to finish the game, which is nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Should we invite anyone else? We have the wonderful opportunity to speak to people who have a lot of experience in this industry.
I mean, we have the announcement. It should be in like 12 minutes. So maybe we should play for a bit, take a little break, and come back to you with the announcements.
Sure. We're gonna be back, guys. So
or maybe take the break now, because
12 minutes is quite a lot.
Okay, so would you start some game?
Sure. I wanna try. Let's try the
something. The play IDs? I
Let's
guess.
try to play
go for
these,
it. Go
yes.
for it. Sure.
Just quickly. So
Let's see. We'll have the sound of it. Just give me a sec. I will have to switch the source. It's actually. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we have
okay, ready?
here the image is starting. So I guess I will soon switch to the full screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some sound from the game.
All right. So.
Try not to use the L cheat.
Yeah, I will not. I'll try not to use the cheat.
I gotta say, even though it's not the game and it gives you, it's a free movement, right?
It's a free
kind of
movement,
gives me
yeah.
a vibe of a game I played on my old Java Sony Ericsson phone. A little bit, just a tiny bit.
It
It's
reminds
the
me.
Paper Airplane, which is kind of what Flappy Bird.
Yeah, Flappy Bird. Yeah, I was about to say
ripped
Flappy
off.
Bird. Yeah.
Because Paper Airplane was
What?
there back,
How did it die?
back in the days where
I
there
guess
were no touch screens.
There was a bug. I
yeah,
literally.
I'll cut to the PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives just a tiny bit of that vibe because it's
Yeah.
like you're constantly moving to the right.
Yeah.
You have some.
It's definitely a great side scroller.
Yeah, I gotta say, it kind of reminds me visually, but just reminds me, that it's like too similar of the Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah, I definitely love the. Definitely. Frick. I love the art style of this game. The watercolors are really beautiful. It's a very chill
And the
game.
contrasting,
And the contrast, yeah.
The bright lines and the darker areas.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
really
It's a
sick.
beautiful game. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we're gonna soon do a break, and we're gonna be announcing the winner of
we need
this amazing competition, I guess.
Yeah, we need to take a break because we need to prepare some stuff for the announcement. We need to give the room for the organizers. So before we take a break, be back at 22 p.m. Central European Summer Times. Before we take a break, we just quickly want to thank everyone who worked to prepare this event, all the sponsors or the mentors, and all of you for watching. We would also like to give a shout out to Křesťanské společenství Přístav, who borrowed us some of the cameras so that we can actually have a stream with image here.
Yeah, we would also like to.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
really,
very
really-
much.
Thank you. We also like to thank the Paralelní Police for allowing us and hosting us this event.
It's a rented place.
Yeah,
but it's happening
exactly.
here, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening here. So it's a good
I
shout
should
out.
have more stable internet setup.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not bash it. All right, we're gonna be back soon. Love you guys. See you soon.
10 p.m. Central European Summertime, so it's like 8 minutes.
See ya.
We hope we'll see you there. See ya.
Okay. All right. The moment has come, ladies and gentlemen. The moment when we're gonna decide, or has been decided, we're gonna announce the best game of this year. So, hope you're excited. Are you excited? Yes, we are. Good. Yeah. Great. Who is nervous? One guy. That's great. Only one guy is nervous. I love that. Okay. Let's just go through the game.
Let's go through the games. All right. So before we go through the games, I just want to say one thing, and because the people were interested, like what is the best game for? Right? So what are they winning? Right. And that's 10 points for this course. That might not sound too exciting. So basically, the team that wins this best game award will get all A's, and the rest of the people fail. I'm kidding. Like this is going to get all A's, and we will evaluate the rest of the things.
I'm sorry if my gaming performance kind of affected the score.
It's actually like people should be designing for people with different
Disabilities. Were you about to say disabilities?
I wasn't. Right, so let's see the games.
Let's see the games.
Right, so like all games are nominated, but let's just quickly recap what we have seen. So, the first game was Pokemon. So you guys like about this?
Very, very interesting concept. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but I love the design. We're very sorry that we couldn't hear the sound design of each game. I'm pretty sure in this game was amazing. Just because I got lost, I think it is a really great concept. It is lovely graphics that just shows people what they need to see, and then just lovely design.
It's a game about being blind and amazing.
Yeah. Maybe. But in that case, I'm excellent at that game. Matos, do you have any thoughts?
I would agree most with what you said. My big point is I really like the idea of the echolocation of the waves that are shaped differently, that you don't always see the wall, but you can try to figure it out from how the waves break. That's a really cool idea.
Alright, so the game we see now is the casual game for mobile devices. Just watch out. What do you guys think about this one?
Yeah, I would like to download that for my phone and play that on some longer meetings. Please don't, people who are here from my company, don't tell anyone, thank you. That sounds like something great for chilling out. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, for me, I love this game. It's something that I will play with my daughter. I'm excited because she likes to, even though she's quite young, she loves phone and tablet, so she likes to just scribble everywhere. So this is going to be definitely a game for her. So I'm looking forward to show that to her.
So for me, it's a clean design. Also, I like the great idea of having a mobile game that make you use your mobile less. Right, the second flower-based game is flowers. You guys have fun about that?
Yeah, that was spooky. That was a nice concept of the game, where basically your imagination is saving you and allow you to go forward. I love that they've been bold enough to go 3D, because that's not an easy thing to do, especially in such a short time and in such a small team. So kudos to you that you pulled it off. So you should be definitely proud of yourself.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would like to add that I really want to appreciate all the ambition that was here, all the motion capturing and all the mini games. That is really cool. That you still had a quite large scope, but managed to make something that is in this nice state, and it is a really cool game.
Yeah, definitely had really good thought. Right. Next is this mind game, quite morbid.
I mean, it is, but I gotta say, for me personally, all the games here are amazing, but if I would give my point, if I could give only 1 point to the game of the year, I would give it to this game. like the yeah, we'll see. I'm really curious about that. I really like the concept of the puzzles and kind of emulating of the sterile environment. I told more my opinions on the stream before, which was all the praise for this. I really like this concept.
Yeah, I really love the concept too, where you just need to sacrifice your companions to move forward. And I love that you guys didn't take yourself too seriously. You know that it's a bit more than so you just went with it. So I love that.
Yeah, like that. Like everybody can make sure if they feel about their ways.
Yeah, don't show this to PETA. That's the the company that whatever.
We'll talk about that. And the summer, you like that one?
Oh yeah, I love the art style of this game. The watercolors. Kudos to you. You know who you are. Who did the art? I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. But it's a really beautiful game. I love the switching in between two characters, and even that I cheated. I still enjoy it. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same. I also am really in for the beautiful art style that really caught my eye the most.
Yeah, the art is good at this game for sure. So next up we have mind-twisting maze.
Yeah, that was, as you said, the twisting. That was quite mind-bending experience, and I would really love to sit myself with the game to like experience the puzzles and the ones watching how like I would also struggle the way Mikhail did. So although I was kind of making fun of him, I would struggle the same. Because the puzzles in the kind of three-dimensional space and all the changing of the gravity can like make you want to overclock your brain.
Get your copies for free.
Awesome, love it.
Yeah. I would also say that I wanted to say it before when we had the team here that for the love of God I cannot remember the name of the painting and the painter, but it reminded me. I don't know. I should know, but yeah. And I love that it was so bold because, in regards of level design, like that's a bold movement to do such a thing because puzzle things are really like if you make them too difficult, it's something that can the player can be frustrated and he doesn't want to play the game. So it was nice to see that even though that I struggled, obviously. I eventually got it, so it made me to want to finish it and not put it away.
Awesome. Then we have another sort of game about being lost. Like a recurring thing.
Yeah, this game I love the art style again. This low poly water, and I love the concept of you just navigating around the sea and just trying to find the best way, and. Love again that you guys didn't take yourself seriously. I love the satire and yeah, I would love to play this game on my own. Probably gonna need a new keyboard afterward, but yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, I would once again praise of the art. I really like how you tackled the kind of combination of some of the 2D-like asset and the low poly, as we can see for example the clouds and stuff. But the point I really liked is how the characters were there. Although we didn't manage to see it all here when we tried it. It's always better to take friends. It's not good to go alone. So yeah, the characters and their art really amazing.
Yeah. And game number 8, last please, we have this funny adventure that took you to a very strange level.
Yeah, as we said I don't know if we said it out loud, that it reminds us of our D&D campaign, so there's definitely plus points. And also it kind of takes me to my childhood where I was playing quite a lot of point-and-click adventures, so it's really nice to get to one nice point-and-click adventure again.
Yeah, I definitely fell in love with this game. It's funny. Sadly, we didn't have that much time for the dialogues, but we played it a little bit after the main event, so I had time more read the dialogues, which was funny, and yeah, as a point and click adventures are kind of I feel like, how to say it, like a flagship of games we have here in Czech Republic. When you look at Amanita Design, Machinarium, all those great games. So it's and the art style is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I agree with that. Right, so those are the eight games that are competing for this beautiful award. I can see the tension becoming more right now here.
Yeah, guys, give yourself a clap. Come on. Awesome games. Awesome games.
Anyway, so we're ready to announce the best game of 2023. But before we do that, we have to say a couple of honorable mentions. We will compliment some of the games that we as the jury sort of said they thought they were really good, but unfortunately there was something better out there. Right, so first of all, the first mention is the Marine. So the Marine was really cool. Give yourself a clap.
Yeah, awesome game.
We think this game had a lot of potential. You could definitely push it quite forward to something to play, something like Slay the Spire or some sort of almost like with a lot of twists there.
Yeah, just like any AAA games, you can just patch it later. No way.
Pretty much like that. Okay, so we have a second mention. So the second mention is Just Watch This Plant and Chill. So clap for this plant.
Yeah.
It is actually really easy to make an idle game. Just a blank screen and nothing, right? But it's really hard to make a good idle game. And these guys managed to this out. It's extremely well polished. The graphics are really relaxing, which this game aims to do, right? So we really like this one. And it was just a very good experience.
100% agree.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, can I have a drum roll, please?
Nee, ik kan niet.
I knew it! Very good mechanic. Time traveling is not needed to often, so you really have to polish it well so people understand what you're doing. Also, be sure how the levels are there with a bunch of other supporting mechanics, the mouse traps, and more ability where basically you can either go forward and feel tons of mice, or be really careful about your mice and friends. And the decision is really up to you. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Nice.
Give them a clap. Give them another hand.
So, last 10 points. These guys are ace for the whole team. I want to once again thank you all for coming. Thanks again to the mentors, everybody who got involved. And I wish you good luck in your game tournament. I think for a lot of you started with this very subject. Right? And don't forget that the potential deviation is in the Gamedev course. Thank you.
Okay, now what?
Your questions. I think it's 5 credits. Alright, so thank you guys. It's like, we have this place until like 1 a.m. So feel free to, have fun, discuss later games a little more.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
Chceš něco říct? Yeah, we're gonna continue with the stream. So if any of the devs would like to come and maybe talk more about the game, we'll be more than excited, and I think the people in the chat and the YouTube will be excited too. So
Awesome. Thank you for the stream, guys.
you're welcome.
All right, that was a climax. I gotta say.
Jsi se přidat, já? Jsi se k nám přidat? Tady tam jsem na mikrofon, a pojď jako sem.
We'll do some moving. I will change the screen a little. Yeah, that was quite a climax. I gotta say, I am really happy that my contender actually got you bored.
Yeah, it was not a difficult thing. We actually basically agreed unanimously that everybody, that the mice and mice were just so great. They should get this award.
Yeah, but I gotta say, it was still some thought process. It was not easy to pick just one.
Yeah.
Because once again, I have to say today, all of these games look amazing, and each game has something to it.
Yeah, that's true, and that's not something that happens every year in this course. At least it didn't used to happen. So we started this course basically like 15 years ago. It was sort of different back then, but this format is going for at least 7 years. And at the start, it was a rule basically that at least one of the teams failed to make a real game. And that's not happening in the recent 3 years. So I think that's awesome. Pushed it together.
It seems like you're really teaching this course well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are improving each year, adding a little bit more and more stuff. And I think it's a good state now.
Would you say it? Would you say it can be also put apart that some students already went through the course and they are helping the new students, or there is not much like knowledge sharing between the years?
There is actually, I think, 3 of the mentors are ex-students of this course. Right, so like we had, for example, Merv, she's here. I don't know, you didn't interview her, but like she has been a mentor for about 3 years now in this course, and she started as a student of Gamedev. So it's nice this cycle. I would like to build more of these students that after they leave our faculty, our university, that they can come back and share the experiences of what they learned after the university is over.
Yeah.
That's very nice. So you're saying that also the students of the course have it, or like are already working in the game industry.
Yeah, so basically the gaming industry is like ripping students from our hands. Extremely, bye guys. yeah, right. Thanks you for coming. Thanks. That's great. Everything is good. Everything is good. The show is going. Yeah. Now it's just free form fun. So what was I saying? So the industry is ripping students from our hands. They're extremely popular. I think our students are like basically at the value of gold. Like everybody wants them. We should be producing more of them. So hopefully we can grow.
That sounds really great. That's like a great advertising. So guys, if you want to get into the gaming industry, this course is the place to go.
And basically you can join any university, right? So we're still streaming. So basically you can join any university. We are welcoming students from other places as well. So we'll try to get the collaboration so you get some credits wherever you're from.
I have a question. Before we talked about how this year, like all the teams managed to finish a game. Could it be also because the technology is getting a bit more advanced and it's just easier to learn basically?
Like it can do something with it, but I think the advancement of the technology is essentially slower than how our games are improving in the course. So I think the bigger part of this is like having metaphors, knowing what to tell the students, what to look out for, what were the common pitfalls in previous years, these things.
So if you could give someone who maybe is thinking to join the course and do the course, what would be your biggest advice to them?
Yeah, so two big advice. First, basically stay connected. So first of all, start small. Have a prototype that you can finish in like 1 week, 2 weeks most. So you can have something to start with, and you start testing your game when it is already a game. Don't count on people doing work, artists doing art, programmers programming some code, and things coming together after 1 month work, right? Because that is very risky. So try to minimize risk. From there, and the second is connected to that frequent iterations. So add things to your game frequently and play test them because ideas might look good on paper, but actually don't pan out as much in the actual game.
So basically, recommending to train the agile development.
Yeah,
before you join an agile development
study. But there are a lot of agile, work well, also for development, but especially in Gamedev.
I have also one question though. So what you were saying, try to not wait for the artists and stuff, which kind of pops into my mind that there could be like one strong leader, someone with a strong vision. Have you had that before in the course, that there was like one person in the team that had that was basically directing it all and was in more of that lead role?
Yeah, definitely it happens. I'm not sure if this year there was such a case, but last year definitely. We had a team that was brought by a very strong student. I personally don't think it poses such a problem, right? It's another way things can work if the people in charge are comfortable with being in charge, and then people being comfortable with being led and don't want to all the course of that. So if all parts of the team are okay with this, then it works successful.
So, is there a place where some of the games from this year and the past year can be accessed, or are they denied from the public eyes?
Not at all, actually. So we publish them on our website. So the website is Gamedev.CUNI, such as Charles University, CUNI, .cz, and there is a project you can find. For now, just games from last year, but I will soon add this year's project.
That's awesome. I think we should try them out.
Yeah, we can definitely post a link on our Instagram, social media.
Sure, that'd be great.
I don't know.
There's really cool pieces from last year as well. I think you guys will like them.
Yeah, I was here last year. I've seen some of them. Yeah, as I said, all of them were pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you
very much for
being here for such a cool podcast.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Right. So, how about we once again jump into some game, or should we try to get some mentor first? Thank you very much for
think some of the. Thank you so much. I think we had some devs coming to us, so maybe we could get them, and maybe you can chat to our beautiful chat. And now, so I'm gonna go get them.
All right. So I will wait here. I will try to entertain. So I hope you all are all entertained. So we have seen the game of the year. So my question for the chat is, if you, and for the watchers, if you watch it from recording, if you agree with that, or did you have some other one that you would like to be the winner of, or if you're watching it from in the future and you played all of them, do you think after playing more with it would affect the decision to select some other game to make someone else the winner? Be sure to let us know in the comments. We would really like to know your opinion. And I think if you have a different choice, that all the people that were responsible for picking the best one, if you have a different opinion, I think it would sure be nice to hear for the developers of said game. Because, I mean, you're putting your work out there and it's always nice to be appreciated. So, I mean, as I jump into that, it would be nice if you would like this live stream and subscribe to our podcast. We have more episodes coming, one very soon, and we do this every month, the new episode. So be sure to like and subscribe. We would love to hear that. Oh, and we have some of the some of the winners that will join us. The winners will join us, so I can't wait to talk with them more. I will turn on the sound for Michal and for our winners, and yeah.
Okay.
Let's see them. These are the winners you see on the screen to the right from us. Maybe a little bit overblown with the camera, but that's not their fault.
So first of all, foremost, congratulations. Must feel amazing.
Thank you.
So what's now for of Mice and Mice?
Yeah, well, there is actually a second course that could lead us to actually releasing this game on Steam, or well, helping us to release it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's what we might do. Now that we have feedback that people actually like the game concept.
So, just one point for that. If you would send us 2 review keys, or like the press keys,
Yeah.
we would love to have your game on our podcast maybe sometime. So please keep that in mind. But of course, we wish you the best for your Steam journey. I know that is not always an easy task to succeed on such a platform. Do you have some expectations for that? Or you try to not think about that and just live in the moment of your glorious victory?
Yeah, I think like the expectation, at least from my point of view, is that there is a lot of work that is needed to be done before we actually release it. Like, okay, we have a really cool concept, really cool, and yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, we have a concept.
Really cool concept.
And you have some levels, so
Yeah, we have a bunch
maybe,
of
maybe let's, if you don't mind, let's try to dive into what would you like to add before you release the game.
Okay, yeah, I think we would need to work with the visuals, like I think the visual part of the game is still something that, from my point of view, is not really appealing to a level that I personally would choose to play this game. If I would see it on Steam, I wouldn't be interested in it.
Can I ask you to be maybe a little bit more specific about the visuals? Because, like, from my point of view, I like kind of that sterile feeling.
Right.
It really gives the vibe of the lab.
Yeah,
so, would you maybe
I think it's really visible, for example, that we were using tile map, which I don't really mind, but I think it could be polished in the way that the lab still looks sterile, but it wouldn't be as evident that we were using a tile map, for example, or the animations of the mouse. I think if we would add like a funny animation of the mouse, and if each of the mice that you would record would have a really funny and kind of vivid animation, it would really add a lot to the game. We were at the beginning. We were actually thinking about making them procedural, which wouldn't be that hard, I think. When we would be doing just a simple mouse with like legs and tail that would be, I don't know, procedurally generated based on the tile map. Yeah, I think those are like, they might sound like tiny things, but I think they would actually make a really big difference of how the game would actually look like.
Yeah, I guess it might also help more for, at least for the beginners, to have like more distinction between each mice. When I tried the game myself, it was kind of harder to realize that, the mouse is spawned. It's just like very similar. That's a really fair point. So maybe will you try to monetize and sell skins for the mice?
Yeah, the mice need nice little heads.
And they need
different tails.
some crazy skins.
Or
Master Chief mice.
Or just something like, okay, we can forget about these 10 dead mice if you pay $10.
That's also
pay
way
to
to
win,
monetize.
pay to win system.
As a gamer, I'm not sure I would support that one.
Yeah, but
Definitely.
so what about? Would you think some online features, for example, like a leaderboard, or maybe some sort of multiplayer version of the game?
Yeah, I'm not sure if multiplayer would really work in this because it can be really chaotic even in single player.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But
like something like leaderboard.
Yeah,
is a nice idea.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice idea, and I think the leaderboard could be fun because it could work in both ways. Like even in the good way, like okay, nice, you managed to make this level just with one sacrificed mice. Or it could be like, oh wow, you managed to murder 100 mice in this level. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like the touch in the end of each level when you can see the falling mice, just like in Crash Bandicoot. like you missed all those boxes.
Yeah.
It kind of gives a similar vibe. I gotta say, what I also reminds me of, I also like about your design that it's kind of you give the player the mechanic which he can abuse, but you trying to kind of support him into not using it that much. You know, not to abuse the power, which is something really, really cool and kind of philosophical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the beginning overall it's kind of funny, and it could be even more fun when the mouse would be like really nicely animated. Like if it would be funny to watch the mouse fall, for example.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would make you abuse the cloning even more, I think.
Oh right, yeah.
But then you would be like, oh wow, okay, so I murdered 25 mice.
Yeah. By the way, one point I don't want to forget for the leaderboards, you should also have it like the time challenges.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
timestamps, yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea, like, but what comes to mind, you could also have like time level design based on some time. Like, I don't know if it's a good idea, but I just want to pose all my ideas to you so that
You can take it. You want to take a credit, don't you? You just want to do some. You don't want those sales there, huh?
Just like, you know, I have these great ideas and no one gets to hear it. So
Yeah.
when I have an opportunity to give it to someone, I have to. Sorry.
Well, you want to expand this game, obviously. So, do you think you need more people? Like, how? What scope of the game we're talking about? What's the finish line for this game?
I'm not sure we need more people. Like, we just need more time.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It's something that we talk about on our podcast all the time. That the games just need a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it's quite amazing that we managed to make this in less than a semester.
Yeah, that's true. That's quite an
That's-
achievement.
But that's actually a lot because of Stepan. Like, he made tons of work on the game, and yeah, I just wanted to say it because I find it incredible because it's still a school project, right?
Yeah.
Some people would take it, okay, I get my credits, I get a mark, and whatever. But I could feel that Stepan really took it seriously and that he really wanted to move the game forward.
Yeah, that's
But it was mostly because I kind of was switching at school, so I didn't need to finish all the subjects, so I had way more time than the others. So I put it into this because I really like developing this game.
Yeah, but I guess it's still real nice that you were able to use the time for this, and that you created something that has a really nice quality, especially compared to some other like paid releases that are not the student project, like some studio work on that. That's quite an achievement.
Yeah, it is. So
it's quite a dedication to use all that free time for a school project.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this must be much fun that some other school project, right?
So what's next for you? Like, are you gonna pursue a career in game development, or are you planning to do something else?
Yeah, well, okay, maybe I will take it from my perspective because I'm studying game design. So I presume that I will be eventually making game design. As my level, or at least that's what I'm really hoping for.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I'm studying sorts of programming, currently artificial intelligence.
Ooh.
But I also want to study computer graphics, and it's mostly because I actually like realized that I really want to make games, so I want to like make the most of the school which could be like useful for like a game developer, programmer career.
So not necessarily games.
Well, I would like to do mostly games.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
It's like my goal.
It's like dream.
Yeah, it's my dream.
Well, yeah, follow the dream.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I gotta say, like, you really have, like, a lot of companies these days. They want to, like, they want you to show your portfolio, your work, and I gotta say, you have something at your hands here.
Yeah, it's a really.
Well, I think even the label that we won the best game award of this subject, like, it's quite nice to put in.
How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like indifferent and you will celebrate later, or are you feeling full of emotion and you're just battling it to like keep it cool?
Yeah, I'm celebrating right now.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Cheers. That's great.
No, yeah, I think like it feels pretty good. I think, or maybe it feels nice that we were awarded for the amount of work that we were doing, because I feel like we spend a lot of time, like of our free time, working on it. Even when I was not Stepan, we spent even more time on it. But yeah, we will still meeting twice a week for the whole semester. Discussing
quite some time.
So, when do you look at the other games that we saw today? Do you take any inspiration from what you saw? Like, is there something that you wish you would do differently? There's something that maybe you would think, oh, that's so cool, that I would want this in my game, like something like that.
Like, okay, yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Yeah. It took a while, but now I do. I don't know. I feel like all of them are pretty cool games. If you look at the core of the game, they are really nice. Like the premise of each game, I think it was pretty amazing. And to be honest, I feel like it all came down just to how much time we were able to spend on it. So, like, I'm not seeing this competitively, like we have that game because we are, we just had the time and we,
You
did the
something.
thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Maybe I have a similar but different question. If you take a look at the other games, if you would have to pick which game was the best outside of yours,
Right.
which game did you like the most from the other teams? I don't know if you had opportunity to try them all, so maybe just from the presentations, who was your pick?
Well, me personally, I really like the flower game, the idle one on the
Okay.
iPad. I just really like the idea of it, the fact that it's kind of like a Tamagotchi that you're taking care of, and it's on your phone, and it's a plant, but it's a virtual plant.
Yeah.
I kind of like that dissonance, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's something really organic, but on your virtual phone. Yeah. So I really like that, and to be honest, like the soundtrack for it and the sounds make it completely different. I think like maybe it wasn't apparent during the presentation here. But
Yeah, you heard slightly from the speakers.
Right. Yeah. But when you would be like at home, maybe even with your headphones, exactly like it was said, like just laying in your bed and taking care of your plant. I just think it's really
Yours?
Well, it's difficult because all of the games were like really interesting.
Indeed.
Like each one of them is like better at like some different aspects. Maybe like some of them were like very like graphically pleasing. Like for example, that's what I really liked about the flower game. It just really looks nice. But I think I would probably go with the like pirate game. I forgot the name, but it's the puzzle game.
The Mariner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Power
Mariner.
of friendship.
Yeah. Because I kind of like puzzle games and it looked like.
Yeah, we can see you like puzzle games.
Yeah. You can, yeah. So yeah, I would probably go with that one if I need to pick one.
So now that you mentioned the puzzle games, what is your favorite, or some of your favorite puzzle games?
My favorite puzzle game. Well, if you go to the first level and go to the left, you will see. You can try. You can press escape. Okay.
I guess.
Oh, sorry. You press escape. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm too captivated.
in the game. He's in the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just go to the main menu.
Okay.
Play new game. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. And go left.
Oh yeah.
And there is an Easter egg. You may know this.
Yeah. We talked about.
There's an Easter egg. So Easter egg to something. So
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Maybe do you know some puzzle game with fish?
And some of the people that were here at the Gamedev, I think, they
Yeah.
were even part of developing the game.
It's a pretty famous Czech puzzle game. Not that
Okay.
well known worldwide, but
Ooh.
Also, another hint,
I
it's
feel
from
embarrassed.
1997.
1997. Okay, well that's a long time ago.
I'm not sure I played all of them.
okay, maybe maybe we just didn't play it. You should. It's fish fillet.
Oh?
Fish fillet.
Fish fillet.
Okay, it seems you just didn't.
Don't know.
Well,
The fish fillets only ring a bell in terms of A, the food, and B, the old VST plugins for Audacity from like 2005.
Yeah.
It's much newer, but not the game.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite puzzle
yeah, that's
game?
my favorite puzzle game.
Nice. I guess I would have to check it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's older, but it's really nice. I think even these days, it's a really good puzzle game. It's a bit difficult one, but like if you
Well, you didn't
take time.
make this one any easier.
Honestly, I think that one is more difficult than this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But kudos to you for having an Easter egg and
Yeah.
like a tribute to your favorite game. It's really nice.
That's great.
And it was really funny because at one point we realized that all of us actually played it. I didn't even know that it was called Fish Fillets, but then I saw it and I spent hours with this game.
Yeah, that's great. I had a question, but I'm getting tired and I don't know what the question was.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to ask another question.
Another question, a different question.
Right.
So how? I'm a level designer, so my question is about level design. Like, how do you approach it? Like, do you just draw everything, or do you just make it random? Like,
Like
however.
prototype the level design.
Yeah. Like, what is your approach to level design? Because as a level designer, first you do design document, and then you draw, and you start drawing and putting all the references, and then you start building a gray box. And so, what was your approach?
I think it was different for each of us a little bit because there was not only one level designer, we were all kind of contributing. Stepan was making the more difficult and high tier levels. I was making more the tutorial levels to get you into the mechanic. And Philip, there's a third guy, he's not here, he was doing level design. Yeah, he was making also I think more of the easier level. But I think the approach was different for each of us. From my perspective, I usually through the level had something that I want to express. Like, okay, the level is pretty simple, but it would make you, I don't know, smile, for example, when you, okay, now I see that I have to sacrifice this, and it's a pretty funny sacrifice.
My approach was more like trying to create a puzzle which makes use of the mechanics. So I was mostly like trying to think of what the mechanic is like different from like other things. I was trying to use it like that. You really just need to use the mechanic to solve the puzzle and to make like it more interesting, which also often made more difficult levels because it's really difficult for people mostly when they play the game for the first time to
tell me about it.
Yeah. To get a grasp of how the mechanic works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, also it's like where we
struggled the most, I think, with the level design because we didn't agree a lot on it. Because Matěj wanted to make it like usually easier, but I also didn't want to go that way to make all the levels that easy. So we kind of like needed to find some balance. So like when I saw that people really struggle with it, I made the levels easier or just like tweaked some parts so it's more like easier to see what you need to do. But also to keep the levels like difficult to get perfect score, but also easy to pass through if you just don't know what to do. Yeah, and since Matěj was like more of the feeling guy, he made the tutorials mostly, which don't require that much of like thinking, but are mostly about it.
And I think it's great when we have that in team, that you have the variety. I think that's really nice that you actually kept that in mind when, as you said, creating the tutorial.
Yeah.
That's really great way to approach this, I would say.
Yeah, I really like what you said about using the mechanics, because that's basically what level design is. Like you get from game designer, you get the mechanics and now implement them into the level so it makes sense. So I really like that approach. That was really nice to see that you're thinking like a proper level designer and you know what you're doing. So I guess that's why this game won. It's because you approached it properly and you just didn't like play around per se. So kudos to you.
Yeah, big kudos. I gotta say, I still really like seeing all the like jokes and stuff you make here and there. But like just a few minutes ago we talked about like not using that much mice, and we are now at the beginning of the level, and you see on the screen the whole like I don't know what call it, room or something full of all the mice. Yeah. That's a really fun way, like how you play with the player.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I think it's actually something that we were really struggling with at the beginning, because people were thinking that you're playing as the same mouse that is coming back in time, and that it's like, yeah, like the overall communication of the mechanic and the levels. I think it has to be really carefully managed. To be honest, it sounds maybe a little bit abstract or maybe not as important. But I think it's actually a really big part of the level design of the game overall. Like that, the player goes into a level, it looks really complicated, but that you just give enough hints to the player that he knows, okay, so I have to go here, and something happens when I do this.
So you still kind of have to make him feel that he figured it out himself, right?
And the more complex the level is, the better this feeling is, right?
So, yeah. So, when you were making the tutorial, what was the thing that you were thinking? Like,
What were you thinking?
No. I don't mean it that way. I mean it because you need to learn. You need to teach the player how to use the mechanics. So, what was your thought when you were approaching this? How were you thinking?
Yeah, well, we were actually trying different approaches. Like right now, it is like you see it right now on the screen.
Yeah.
Like that it's just written on the tile map, and it's there basically forever. And it is up to the player how long he takes to figure it out. We also had a version of like an interactive tutorial where you would enter an area and then you would have like text showing up on the screen in certain intervals, telling you have to have more like a dialogue. Yeah, and it just it didn't work nicely because people people need different time to comprehend some mechanics and stuff. So I think well, for me the tutorial the tutorial for me was, I think, quite essential because it's, I don't know, it's really hard to explain this mechanic, which is actually quite complex. Like what happens if you're recording and you die? What happens? And what happens when you die and you have one mouse that's already blown? All these tiny things that make the whole game just more comprehensible.
So my question is, did you design the tutorial level last or one of the last? Because I remember from interview with guys at Nintendo, they said they usually design the tutorial last when they know all the mechanics. You did it.
Yeah.
Like
We
that.
were doing it like throughout the semester. We actually did semesters for alpha. Then we had to hand in like after 2 months. I think we were working on it. Then we had a different tutorial for the beta. Then now we have a different tutorial right now.
Like iterating the tutorial
Exactly.
itself.
Yeah, as the game was evolving. But yeah, it's exactly what you said. Like because the mechanics were being polished throughout the way.
Also, like with more people playing the game, playtesting it, we saw like what people struggle with, so we could implement it into the tutorial and make sure it's like
based on the feedback and reaction. You did it from you took a page from Valve's book. This one. They do the playtest quite often, and I agree. Like as a QA myself, I agree that like testing the product you work on can really bring much value to it than if you just develop it. So we can see you did that actually on the final result, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I have one question for you, maybe because when we were streaming before the announcement of the winner, I mentioned that it kind of reminded me of a game I played back in the day called Swapper. If you're familiar with it, and if not, I will give it to you as a recommendation. I guess you might enjoy it. It's not the same concept. It's not in time, but it's also like kind of the twist of like duplicating. So I guess you might quite enjoy it.
Yeah.
If you created something like this and we're into puzzles. So if you have no further questions, I have one last question. If you are subscribed to Afterward Gamers,
Not it.
and if you would subscribe.
So it's not a question, right?
Yeah, it's definitely not a threat.
You cannot
Cancel everything. Stop this.
Yeah, but sorry, what was the thing?
Afterward Gamers.
That's the podcast that we do. You can see the logos everywhere.
Right. Now I see it.
I think it will be linked to the event. So if you want help, we can certainly point you in the right direction. It's all good. Yeah, thank you guys so much for taking your time talking to us.
Congratulations again.
Yes, big congratulations, and congratulations on the amazing game. Thank you for giving it to us, and yes, as I said, we expect those review keys once we hit. So don't forget about that.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
thank you.
See you.
Wow, that was quite nice talking to the winners.
Yeah.
Wow, such a game.
Yeah.
Such ideas, such inspiration. So maybe if you have your own ideas for a new game, you already were able to hear a lot of clues about what you do on the pro.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I hope that you, someone there who are watching, you will try to follow these rules and create your own game, because if you have some awesome ideas, we would love to see your creations.
Exactly. And I think this is it, isn't it?
I mean, if we want to try to question someone else,
It's getting quite late for me.
oh,
I need to
yes,
get home.
it is. So I guess we will wrap it up here now. Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media, on Instagram. Also, check out our podcast on Spotify, Amazon Podcast.
Well, we're basically on every major
freaking
podcasting platform and a lot of minor platforms.
Yeah. So please give us a follow. Our episode is going to be a bit late again, but we're working on it. It's been a difficult month for both of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited. Maybe next year also for the same event, and to see what students will come up with again.
Yeah, so thanks again for watching, for being here, for supporting your favorite teams. Be sure to leave them a comment so that they can later read that you love their games, they were amazing.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear a great podcast, you know what to do. Just smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon.
Yeah, and don't forget that you can always game after work. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.